Tani beats. NKZ. Kwada feed mumwadie. Kwada feed mumwadie. Kwada feed mumwadie. Kwada feed mumwadie. Now say and chibako denyame. Apata sine ye we push yenyame. Pampi Maria mami hinete. Kimi am sure me do here hen. Kebo myself when you bo meso ho. Let me feel grab and what me ni ho. Me free sikuba ho na me diagro. Enche na me me downfo. Me carry Joanna me kose ho. Na say me twa na say wa ma na to me kobo. A police fu die epa me yenda. Nanso ntampe bi hene me man. Me hini mu na etu ene masunka. Me kai pa me gene so mo je me shine. Don't boy pa me gene some in love. Me di ma me apusu me sign for the boss. Boy obo na mundi yo. Kwada feed mumwadie. Mundi ya nache. 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 Kwada feed mumwadie. Sunday squeeze you up menko. Mitimi to college with fees you men's order. Menko. Mitimi the case me call the piebo. Wow. Me nice to win order. Sister be between them Susie Williams. Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM.
Plenty robbers in my trousers. Imagine the concept. It be concept and say that you one step from my converse and from my WhatsApp. It be problems. So comments from my audience. One Ghana for your pocket. What you they go do for the club? 2 Ghana for your wallet. Charlie make you go sports. What's up? 1 Ghana for your pocket. What you they go do for the club? 2 Ghana for your wallet. Charlie make you go sports. What's up?
You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM.
What's up? Charlie, what's up? What's up? Charlie, what's up? Charlie, you know fresh. She get boyfriend. We be lovers. For the undress, she the undress. She the one get to the wonders. In me boxers, she give me more head till I just head. A performance for the Oscars. Whips topless, chicks topless.
You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM.
For those specs, you know else just like chocolate. And I know boss back from me won't fair. I go do more jams for the clubbers with the flat pockets. Oh brother, 1 Ghana for your pockets. What you they go do for the club? 2 Ghana for your wallet. Charlie make you go sports. What's up? 1 Ghana for your pockets. What you they go do for the club? 2 Ghana for your wallet. Charlie make you go sports. What's up? What's up? 1 Ghana what's up? What's up? What's up? 1 Ghana what's up? What's up? Charlie what's up? 1 Ghana what's up? What's up?
Okay, 101.7 FM.
Anemo. Uli sekeni woye. Anemo. Uli sekeni woye. See, give it to me the way me like it, up and down, the way me love it. Baby girl, make you no worry,
Okay,
for no say money, they do the talking. Get along for me now, cause I really wanna go downtown. Make you no do me count, cause I make ready for you right now. Make you call me Dr. Slim, anything you want, baby, make you ask me. Sick of you, my mind, baby, not when you got it down, tell me make you really make you call me Dr. Slim, anything you want, baby, make you ask me. Sick of you, my mind, be free, not true, I thought, tell me make you believe me. Uli sekeni woye.
Okay.
Uli sekeni woye.
Good morning, Accra. Good morning, Ghana.
Sekeni woye.
Welcome once again to the Best Entertainment Show on OK 101.7 FM. I am your host. My name is Halifax and Addo. So it's a Friday edition, and we're a friend with Uncle Repete. So last week Friday, me interview Obayiwa Febi. Na komono yan to me and we. Or nyum to near friend no Majua. But let me confess, and ne or do answer na me do hands, me do reception, no me who say Obabiti ho, I couldn't recognize her. The last time I buy na or say jeans any top. This normal boys you toppy.
Okay, FM.
Me kai press and me catch and say if we wajwa. Nensu we never to say if we kuju. And on see here Halifax. That mesh straight dress no wow. Say whom we are won't recognize me. And true. Look, I did not recognize this lady. And when you see her on live Facebook now on OK101.7 on Facebook Live, we bet see the American yasi. Hey! Is this the same Majwa I interviewed the other time? Obano was shaped rough. Bribiaji na sukama. Miba.
It be like say I lose control. It be like say my mind not be right. It be like say I want you, baby, I need you. I wanna let you know.
There's one of the songs of Renyum no love it. But enye Majwa Pene Waha. Yes, she's my guest, but I mean what panel members me no. Back on there, she's regular for Fridays. Nadine the veteran movie producer Helen Omabwa. Odom MPP. Helen, imo akwaba.
Sani Lutrot came at a family house. Do you have to say that?
Lutrot, Ellen, and Lutrot's name I won't share. Me Halifax. Well, it's between you and Lutrot. This is my wakwaba.
My Jiswa. Ampo, I buy you. I couldn't make it out seriously. Me, who say you no? One can't come in him say Majwa.
Really?
Oh yes. Now no was say yes. Ewa no koko.
Yeah.
Yeah. She look good.
I see. Now, Councillor.
Halifax.
Ima wakwaba.
Mejo so na what to say?
Nyami dia cheye eja.
Da nyami ase.
Okay, na etie for mamu man nyamo wa bebre councillor dia Mondays na otayaba ha by ne me amepa no cho say na ene nkomobo no beko no yesre na onfa ne ginger no ntu nchen after all enye tendency this not on onfa ntu nchen na ombra na yembo nkomo ombe bua nkomobo no. Last Friday, na mini Majwa nyumtuni bonkomo. And Majwa explain say on when you say on school. In fact, where you SHS, krana or tuasu or professional school be. Now so all the time our SHS no dear after first break now upon school be omoko break twice before club no day after first break now upon kofi. Majwa didn't na wo dey after first break wapon or see well or no say na syllabus no tie no na ninje ho afi na me nkosua physics wa wonhwe I mean wa hwe physics or see or no on tia say time was secondary school no omo be kire no say na on one san the distance at which is flies per minute on tia say I mean, how old does a mosquito die? And then, what is the lifespan of a cockroach? And then, in the rainy season, how do house flies? I was saying, I wanted to say, and now mathematics work equation 1 into equation 2. Simultaneous equation, I want to say, on dear. And say, I was like, no. And also, some feeling say teachers no pen answer. You see, baby, I wanna be son our breast and I won't pass a classy. And Komabono say, what type of counseling do we have in our schools? As students, we were on the omotreno, ninja ho. And now I will not dream say teachers in pen asem and say, on the day after first, which is first break is just 10 a.m. Wakofi. What can we do about this matter? Sisi amika say students be was school la dia omo akuma no mo adwene na ene classroom honom no because they are creative people omo adwene were creative at sisuya onyankana o studio onyankana o troll lyrics onyankana o mean obogi go baby should we just leave them and say well omo ye nkwada boni so and fire home. Is this something worth discussing? Mami mama jwa kwa babiom na minti na numasem kakra answer na mimbie lotrots. Pretty Majwa.
Boss.
Whoa. Today you look charming.
Thank you.
So well Inti uwa wenyi na wa hona say me was jeans say we be man.
So then me catch you. I was like, I like dressing like that sometimes, but then again, me should dress you know what I'm saying?
Where fatao?
Some.
Yeah. Now what's the hairstyle and so?
But I wanted to look different for you today. Now, the different side of me.
Okay. 101.7.
You see, it didn't make me out. Thank you.
Well, I've really seen the difference, and this is pleasing to the eyes. Oh yes.
Thank you.
What comments do you get when you dress like a guy or when you dress this way? Comments be na
Whenever I dress like a guy, they're like, hey, I get questions like, are you a stud? Are you into girls? This kind of things. Because of the way I dress like them and then how I talk with confidence like them. Yeah, but the one I dress like a girl too, the boys do their things. So it's not...
The boys do their things. What things?
Like staring, like they want to talk to you. Yeah.
Into so says how jeans ne a friend basketball top na and mema no mu feel.
I want show me man mum show me.
Wow. Well, I like you because we to say every sentence will be a imagine a baby. You see, let me bring a counselor in before we even come to the main subject.
Okay.
Counselor, what perceptions?
101.7.
Perceptions
as in we judge people by the way they dress. I see normally so any jeans ni baggy tops na people see us as a tomboy in Tibema no entire fire home. But the same personality, the same attributes, the same temperaments, the same sexual orientation, and then years when is the house then she becomes like, you know, a ripe apple on a tree. Every guy wants to throw a stone at it.
Well, you know, one of the things they say is you say Nyankopon Semne say man looks at the outward. It's only God who looks at the inward.
Say nepa die uhwe nepa hunam nyame de ohwe akumim.
Ese ohwe Bible ma yesi na obo if ewo edin throne no. And on ne be far Adam enim he paraded or parading and beauty pageant or parade or bano ewo Adam enim. And Adam say eyi ni mi dompe mu dompe eyi ni mi honam ye be friend so oba nipa da sani bia no ye pese ye hu obobre ne se na wotie na ni ngina so wo ani so eni umu eti so bema dress say obema ye be hu oba dress say oba ye be hu eti ye wo bema tade ye wo oba tade eti say onam no address say bema na o si ye hu no address say oba na ne hu nyame san say oyo oba pie na mema ni gye ne ho a na sam bema ni nyina wo nyansa eso bema hu oba hu so oyo oba no na wa adwenbone o yale o mental deficiency if say de kofa ba ya Adam bien na no ka say eyi ni mi dompe mu dompe.
Okay, FM. Okay.
What must here? So hunu say onyo bema. Ensunsun ye beda mene oma abontem oti he ye say hwe ni nufu agu nanim. Even though ache e titi nufu no, wo hwa difference ni say e ma ne ye so yoba.
Lutros Mr. Nufu ache ye titi nufu no, it is saying
we are level 400.
And it is saying what does it look like?
Was it if you form bank ya musu?
It's a Lutros. Well, me who know for well.
Was that from the beginning of Omabo Eshasiano no. Lift his name higher, lift his name. Nani no for yes, sir. Says here, we conquer Satan. We conquer.
Joke.
I don't know if I should apologize to Helen Omabo because on no I'm a patch of man on no to Yomunobi.
I'm wait to more. Ejina ho e bet me man ejina ho nti enye no mama na ejina ho ejina ho. But you know Halifax, I don't agree with him concerning no see. I'm not supporting it.
Me are supporting your
oh, but me yigu have you seen it? Me yigu wait to still you understand? Me nufu mu.
Like it comes
but just say wait soon. Once soon die ba am say have a tough form.
And a good form.
And share and good form sir.
But abba form.
Yaba but my.
So you see, at every stage of the woman's life, there is something that looks attractive and there is something that doesn't look attractive. But Obama be who oba no hard mind. And he said, "Ne, what dressing no she dress as compared to time or she jeans and a topper. Definitely, you have different resemblance. Number two, omutino omoyen oba bia who you tibiano when him guase Yes.
Is it not a matter of choice and style?
No, there's no choice. A woman should. It's a shame for a woman to shave the hair.
Low throat. And
if you have medical issues.
And your medical.
No, if you have medical issues.
A fashion statement.
I have no big problem with you. But Seban say a fashion and your fashion, a foolishness and shame.
Until look for say who models be brebe wo mo abel mo yomuti no mo dino green, gold, yellow. I mean down cards here. What's
a mental deficiency?
Say on noir our native.
They are depressed. I want to look young for who?
Mebo. So we see in ma omwe yo mutino describe what type of etino dehi because
oba ni onyam ye ni nyin. Oba na ni onyam ye ni nyin.
Wo chere omo omwa jinu sakura no ana
omo so bi atwa dankat kra to say bema. A man should not keep a bushy hair.
Yes.
A man should not pleat the hair. Unless you are a Nazarite.
Mebo, na say ma omo ye na omo ayemu sporting waves na ye kelly fefe. What is wrong with that?
The American say once utrinyi bema weni joba ni trinyi wa ho a. Untem. Bema weni joba watwa ni ti ntenche na wu.
Look for you sure say with time in trim.
Ubetuma hu say ekolo, but there's something that is a foundation. A man will die as a man. A woman would die as a woman,
yes,
and they die with everything they have. So there's nothing. Times have not changed.
Time I'm a son. Ebia because of the church I was attending. Met to me about a deeper life.
Okay, it
deeper
was life.
Yeah. When I was born into that church.
Yes.
Nah. In those days, no. Bonese or barber trousers. There was nothing like female trousers, man trousers. Jerry kills your bonny. Asuma dear cry your bonny. In those days, mid-80s, honominal. To me, share TV. To me, see secular songs. By an Lutrot. We see pastors. Nanya
bonny. A dogma.
But we are told it was
deeper life, Pentecost, apostolic. They are a cult. And they have cult of followers. So when you build a cult of followers, you want to give them a defined way so they could believe in your cultism. So it's not, there's nothing biblical about it. If you go into biblical, it says this very carefully. Obebia and say you treat me. I say you debia a yes na kama ting sanity and obey unity.
Hello, Trot. In those days, Oban to me inquire sorry. On kata anything.
Wouldn't be a
Dentia.
Tie. Oba tia ya say katano. Cover your head and your hair.
Now say the hair is on the head.
No, but the covering is where you've covered everywhere and only your eyes and nose are exposed.
Okay.
And that was when the curtains and the holies of holies have not been given access to. In the dispensation of the law, it was essential.
Catch you and the dispensation you did na hair.
Emrena ye wa mrana sino. Ne no ye mra eto emma ye ho kwan ko Nyankopon ho. E say samiri ni no prophet and a priest no da aso ekrona no no. Ono okosere bonifache wo Nyame ho. Na okwa okosere bonifache de di kan ono ani bonifache. De tosu mienu o mine de na ne test sacrifice. Enti owura soro ba bi o kwa ko hu Nyankopon na edon e wo na sisi. ahoma wɔ ne sisi as long as it's moving to the first sacrifice clean. If you hear the bell is not ringing anymore, you try to pull the rope. Na kyerɛ sɛ nyankopɔn amfa ne bɔne ankyɛ na no akuno. But yes, Christ be wuje yen kwana yenya access to the holies of holies no under the dispensation of the grace no. Sa nyama ni nyina enye prerequisite ade ko nyame hobio. Eno nkyerɛ sɛ nyankopɔn hyehyɛ yen ti ase.
Good, eno kyerɛ sɛ ene eno kyerɛ sɛ ene sɛ oba kɔbɔ mpae na oba akɔ asɔre ɛho hia sɛ ɔnkata ne kyinwu biom.
Ɛho hia ba oba bia waware. Ne kata so ni kunu. The head of the woman is the husband. Eti oba kata so oba nya ware pa ne kata so ye ni kunu. Eti ni kunu na determine the echo. Ina kai say oba bia ye 80% emotional, 12% spiritual, 5% quarrelsome. The rest are for evil thoughts.
So you are saying that we don't live under the law, we live under the grace. Into some things are now allowed, but it doesn't include a woman cutting the hair. Is that what you are saying?
The cutting of the hair is a shame. And it's still in the New Testament and it's still in the Old Testament.
Sema obabi and unity.
Obabi and unity be depressed and shameful. Obia.
Lutros ye wo mass of one pennyfo kuku damo mo ati o ma sorry o mo ye museo.
Omo yare.
Omo nyina.
Omo yare. Omo ti yare.
Wait, news one time I can't abodin you, but see ya.
Bobby Dean, when
oh, David, me who be a sad. I am calling. My dream, I was about when I will look at me. Could you be one? Madra, when you make us saying jokey,
it's doing well. See, still more ball radio station so 48 and never until a course yeah.
Nah, still message no say we your body as a Berman show. That's what you are saying.
It's not obligatory, but it should be hand in hand. But so far as we have a boy dear, also ultimate mommy di.
Nah, would you would see my boy dear no dear bonny.
It's not because say hand in hand. Say to any de biana.
Na se Berman no soon ni bie.
Na woni bia obe chimpna dey.
Na It's a patron say would you want to mean chimpna?
Untimi.
One mama kai kansla Lutrot or see say we're going to mean rent a single room when I say one you shouldn't date. I say me.
No, but Halifax.
Yeah.
And Comodino. Or Aquala and Timofani born in channel. Or say boy. And Pranaching. Or 2 ways so one Pnebina and Prane Manisika, a show noye.
So on mommy's car.
Or Manisika, a show noye, Metiasi, a show won't sudie. 2 years. Dear Manisika.
Who did you acquire that? Say our boyfriend be
na boy
and a boy no supporting no financial.
Oh, yeah, show
David and no prostitution.
Okay, mommy explaining channel. Okay. Dear ye jihu sika a your friend akonhoma. Eye awale. Dear ye jihu sika eye awade. Obi ware wa na wo yire no. E ma ne gbo akonhoma. And your brand be a wale girl be a man is kebiano. Unim nyansa.
Every na come mu e your door.
Adetin or de mano.
Because a hiano now will be.
Now say or man because or any girl be on any da. And now man, what is the look cost for giving?
Or man because or your beer or no chimpna e wonajim so babe waren.
Yan shampna e se wumpne wu a wunyokuna.
Well, ba or don't know now I will be so.
Now, who will be now the channel? The anam say, oh, Gia, oh, just say, we are dang. Or 2 way boy, the man is called Jenny Sarah day.
Downfall. I say, on a bone come out on your feeling, BBB. Something, some will bone come out. That feeling is not there, but that kind of feeling in a boy, that alone.
Boy, near the day.
But in common bomono.
And then the guy is not under any obligation to give you anything. Or paranormal. For what?
You have to, because it's like, as I said, who you fair. Now attractive will not
be who you fair man wine. Oh
yes.
At
least you are getting something. Benefit.
So now me say, what is prostitution? Sex in exchange of gifts, money, pleasure.
But look for to way and yes sex.
No. No, there's no period. It is about your wages, cafe boy. Be what? I shall know.
And I shall.
And I shall on your bonnet. I shall wear your profession.
Lutrot. Yemra no as Ghanaians. It is against prostitution.
Where? Have you seen any prostitute being arrested before?
Yes, I take it easy. Secondly,
and taken to court.
Take it easy, relax. Secondly, all the religions I know are also against prostitution.
Except the Christian religion.
Now Christian is supporting a drama too.
Which part of the Bible is against prostitution?
Minya suffer, but yenim say
no, your pastor Bible told you, but it's not in the Bible.
It's not about told. That is where maybe I know you base.
No, but I mean I don't know when proposition became
Nyabotre. Bible no I mean it talks about say obi nyawo kunwa enye say woni no bedim
pimwa yen baby asa. It's nowhere in the Bible.
Sexual
intercourse is for the sexually active, not the married.
Okay, and also from Bible.
It's in the Bible. Clearly, check it. There's
the Bible see men defile matrimonial bed.
Where's the matrimonial bed?
Matrimonial bed say empa woni wokuno daso.
It is a minimum obi koda baby na nya you
are simplifying the matter.
Where is the matrimonial bed?
You are simplifying the matter.
As a matter of fact, empana ya daso obi kra empana obeto ukunu so daso na sa mbana no use no oware na akotena.
Oh, before even you were.
And where is matrimonial? Where is matrimonial? Obe change abeg for who? Halifax. Halifax.
Yes.
Unfortunately for us, we have been given a lot of lies, and we are living with it as the truth. A shower and now prostitution, a very, very, it's a good profession. And obia osi onye obi da no. Me nkase one me say, but baby a yan wale wo. Sana Halifax king. Be man wa dada no. Na je say a shower no. Why e bi da? Police na nya nchen wo.
Mama can press area see her me who obia to say councillor Lutrot da. Oh Helen my enko enim why na bia.
Oh but we all can concern a show dey eye.
Say then.
Oh Dabi but
you won't sit on my show and glorify prostitution and commercial sex. Then am ye.
What do you call no that one dear
say obi nko gina kwan ho na obi ni nda no ntia no ka if I saw ben e wo then am church and father am be.
Be very careful you don't speak against any prostitute this morning, otherwise I'll not be fine with you. Because it is a noble profession.
Side chick thing that they are doing.
No, it's a noble profession.
A noble profession. I then they be na police for more along
how
the
many of them have been taken to court? The police have gotten the proof that we're prostituting. Check the law. And you are a reporter. How many have been taken to someone because they caught them prostituting?
Oh, there are many ways of dealing with them. You can caution them. Some the first time offenders. To me, I caution
the fact that I am standing at the Togo Embassy junction doesn't make me a prostitute. So the only way you can say someone is a prostitute is when the person is in an act. The law is about evidence. Masa, Nyankopon catch a prophet and say, "Any asha won't koda." Nakasha woni kroma go benye bi ohada. Na go benye bi ohidi na koda. Masa. The woman, Tambabi Ateno, Abaya Bia, Abrante Bia, Utia, unya better future. Don't waste money on any sex mate unless you are practicing prostitution with them.
And to look for say when you be datey, to say Majua, to say Ninyum no jokey. Into when you be datey, wouldn't know what courtship more, and you are a man and you have the wherewithal. Want to me, man, or say come to me support no?
As
will be a old dating no.
And so you are exchanging for sex.
And for sex.
So as a philanthropist or an NGO,
well, and NGO philanthropist.
But why am I giving you money?
Sex cannot even come
because
in, so you can support the person.
So as what?
As a friend.
So I'm saying that when I'm meeting you as a friend, I am not under obligation.
You are because
Nanipa no oni bi nso.
One has small, one has unibi.
Obanu nibi.
Enti Nibia, I mean, and their family home.
Now look for things. Who bema or date your baby or the unworry no, but or shenu ako school. I mean, or tiani fees or banu mami cry yari abeme ya no.
Jimmy, etina mali be brako tina wadi hu eneno a compensational marriage. Enya awadi e sobuko. They are compensating the guy for what he has invested in their life. He paid their fees. They gave him money to go to the university. Ni mami, I don't know man. So they are only paying back in marriage. And
that's what I agree.
Omusu. Ono ni mkosuye juma. Enyo no anka man kosuye 3 years. Enyo no anka na kwanto container ya mami. Guy ya started in way. I hope say she's not foolishly
whoever she's
hooking.
walking down, she was not going to get married to that person.
Miss Ghana, Miss the GBA. Ghana was beautiful. Something happened some years ago. The guy went to vote close to 45,000 Ghana cedis. Again, okay. And I may call and catch and microphone and say, when you are entering into a pageant, whoever is thinking so pewono, after the pageantry, your taste and preference will change. The only thing that keeps you is marriage. Even marriage, you still have a choice. How much more small girl are watching our chassis?
Majwa, you ain't got the NTL by why? Now, Lutros there is a whole mood. Why? Majwa, last Friday in Komobono, my emboss to be let's start from results. No, what was it like? Wasi.
I did my brother.
Na Lutros in her.
Or Troy, dear.
Make sure.
Who Troy? Now we are general students, right?
Try.
What kind of electives no?
Yes, that will be born. History, literature, CRS, any government. And I mean
history, literature in English, CRS. Christian religious studies, and government. Yeah. Okay, these are your 1, 2, 3, 4 electives. Yeah. Okay, history when you
hey, I didn't make a choice of my yard. I didn't make a
choice. Last week, Obi it's here, and last week went here.
My yard.
1 yard. Maybe of Philip.
And your photo, but my yard.
So your F.
But my yard.
Baby, on any F. My DNA E.
No, you are F.
It's my DNA E. I don't know what my F.
Okay. Literature in English is where?
My yard.
F.
Christian religious studies.
My yard.
And I'm assuming to a new D.
Government.
F.
Government.
Oh dear.
Government.
I did my Canada.
Okay. I want to one idea. And I will hear integrated science.
Pachai.
And also
F.
And also one yard.
My yard.
Social studies.
Social studies. Me ade kaka.
Unya he.
Enfani say D.
D. Na D na we are.
Because again, I'm boss.
Let me tell you something. Madra is a home put on her own. Oh boy, and Lutros men kasa. Okay. See the oya dear kakra no. That is on your D. Let's come to na mathematics and so.
Minya manyade.
And also one yard. Okay. I can last one. What is it?
That's what you be.
It's on your F.
Okay, I can last one. English language.
English me yade.
D.
And also we are to say B plus.
No.
Hey.
Lutro Gino. B plus. B plus.
Me yade kakra.
To say A.
Mendu A ba me yade kakra.
Opa B ho.
Me pa B ho.
Opa B ho.
Me ka say e ba form.
To say C.
Bibisa.
Ana D.
Bibisa. O de.
Yeah, do you are D. This girl is in the whole mood. Okay, and see, Ubejiatum, sir, and next, so say, Untia, so we university be an abribia, 7 cultural remedials view.
Yeah, Mejiatum, I'd have to go and visit.
Okay, Ubesajiatum, say, we take it with studies no serious, what's na school until Omupon, and yes, our first break attitude nanka, Ebia, Ubepass it.
Ebia, and come pass it. Ebia. But then again, no, I'm interested. No, I was trying. Me, I was say I was trying. But if you are not,
what school? No, when they penny be discuss yourself. Look, this is why I leave school at first break.
Man, for being discuss, sir. I was closer to teachers, but then no, we don't talk about the school stuff. Me, so that Jennifer won't become school herself.
Now I was closer to teachers. Yes, school come on and bebo. Then I want you to move.
Come on, baby, come on, baby. So SHS there, be our hobby, into no. Come on, baby. Aside from.
Now SHS teacher, yeah, what done for the come on, bebo.
No more trip plan.
Hey, my man, the teacher, I didn't do it.
Ebia there.
Manya but Ebia.
Means Ebia na.
Ebia na meni wa bakum bibisa but.
Na wo to me country in the park no die.
Me pe odi ameka cho.
Na da na wan country.
O me akola.
Ohun wa kwada. Na we akwada nso ampa.
I was me na me hu susu asese aka na aiza mai kese.
Eno mponi. Okay. Into Sia, what try 18, what to me about teacher Naman, yes, say, and I say,
Oh, Cecilia, don't you lie?
On your line, but Madra into school can see now when you'll be a number bon como say, part to me for. Dear Mutreno, meningi, Makuma one yumo. Minye den na min view school na min pass na min ko focus on my talents na my passion. When you be at school, sir?
When I was in school, I had this squad I used to move with day in day out. Yeah, back school late, yeah, coffee together, and it's animal. So there were teachers that now many out of them because BB basic was school be no. I joined part. I was in the boarding house first. And I'm some be a day student because I couldn't the rules and regulations in the boarding house. It was just too much.
Rule and regulation ben a boarding house. I done for phone no bet to me this so they want to mean this.
Edoso. Say Obiane ni Suban was our school no. SHS the Obiane ni Suban. So senia Obiane ma metete na odi be fie. Senia Obiaka say me aja me peche. You see there were instances cry. There's some noise going on in the dormitory, and then the teacher is in her bungalow, and then she will just assume say me na me she will punish me.
Why was it Zumi?
Yes, because I say we are too noisy. Me, just say me there, baby, I'm a hobby.
So by Bonisa preko.
Baby, sir. You see, it's animal when now I'm free.
Boarding every day.
Maybe a day student too. There were teachers who used to call me. Maybe a member office, and I be sometimes when they see me because I'm a masem. I was this entertainment girl as well as a sports prefect. In some major animal school, I was in the entertainment sector as well. Into no areas, they all like me. Yeah, someone may bon come say, okay, if this is what you want to do, no, and the train kaka we school, no, that you pursue it. Oh, how many make kasa ne maniama? But this year, no teacher na do class pena. Mada into no. Omo ba class ko na omo munim se me meda.
And see, Madra den na be first say wo pursue music career na so wa school ewie wa pass ewie wa advance. So all the wo pursue passion no you are like the boss for Chiame Kwame. Actually some wo first second degree or their masters. Wo combine na ye den.
Me combine.
Me
go back to school. I say my best papa wa ha nti be obetu me fu.
And see aden wo corner no. Wo rap no.
Obetu me fu another me boa.
Mo school no na counselors in ho.
There were counselors but me no money sir. They be me found by sir because you know there are some people they'll go to a staff room and and I will they all like talking obia kasa intimidian commode me found
dada usa na wo incidents bia obia ko counselor bi ho school asem na ba be public issue.
They make it look as if okay, trust me, I won't tell anybody. Let me be your guide. Let me be the one to advise. Let me be your best friend. They'll make it look like that. But there are instances that no be example. Me mama, I've experienced such thing before. It's no enya dia me minute chebi abia come ho asem. Because only be example amobi.
Nkomo when a counselor about counseling room no. So try dia no the example.
Or the be oh, so there was this girl who took class on.
That's on board with him.
But you know this is your story. And I asked now I said you so him so want some look.
That's all be a name say you walk.
But me name say me. I mean, why would you use and then some of my friends, me no more they might even know the story. So capeno be able to any ashare me. So why should I come and tell you my stuff?
My final question and sana counselor baby me no. Inti gang ya wo form me group ya wo join ni se enyame ankoboa na omo kire wo suban boni bi enesa suban no hawan kanka madwa say what say wo life.
Say adam for de enya ni na obefa. Say enya ni na nema ni bi na obeye. Obi wo ho a obia ne nakomokita obi wo ho betimi akọ extra mile wo no bebi a wo limit wo no na we ju ho no wo hwe na ntimi a you just back out enya bibia na obia be bi because as far as I'm concerned say na a free school break time kana ye kofi a obia akọ ne mama nchen
enya open na free school break time
there be me squad na na continue.
Jesus Christ,
yeah.
You are a whole mood.
Me squad
this year's squad no omo wo hi omo ye den
we are still together.
Still together doing what?
Sisi so be abon bra yin na yin.
So we dey wo ye nyom. At least when you back can be break you through kakra. I'm say Ghana say won't see you be the over feel so be as won't see that. But after I listen to your jokey, I started to hear it. I'm like, it's a new winner. So how can I feel a mad tension about and say oh breaking kakra or more can so more ye dang.
Obia ye bibi. I mean
Bribi to say dang or more food yeah. I know more piebo.
No, Obi ako into event making to say bia personal decorations will way bia sia or yeah. Obi nso won the boutique or ton ladies wear. Obi nso ye nail technician. I mean like Obia ye the no ka person ye.
Nail technician. What a post. Dress or medicure and pedicure yeah. And one ana ya de fufuru. And one nail technician.
I know Minister into one say at least no Obia the na e wo yen san no na e wo yakoma say pese ye no. It is what we are all going after. Because me I believe say school there and me okay, I'll go back to school as time goes on there.
Level bang.
Mesa ako.
What be level bang?
Me never call receipt. Me sham papa de me call receipt. Another. There is some call. Ada some call.
Councillor Lutrot, there is a young, beautiful, very talented Madra.
How old are you? Okay, immediately you can't mention your age as a small girl. You have a deficiency.
Oh, yes, small, sir. Okay. But say what about your privately?
No, she's not a lady that don't tell. There's a stage in your life that when you can't mention your age, then you have failed. Psychologically.
Is it for both sexes?
For men, it's nothing. But for women, it's something.
Until we your bar now would do age be I want to me.
To me, either say who say send and for who you are expecting to achieve more, or you are not what you are looking. So you can't mention your age. So you want to increase it
or decrease it.
Oh, they remember why?
What do you say?
20.
Okay, so now that she's learned to mention her age, the next thing is to learn to do things within your age.
Say on fast to bind be any age say.
Yeah, what's that? Stages as we grow in psychology, you know. Baby about frabe do biano, yeah, what dear soye. I'm saying, sorry, a cassette, Miss Bell say on Chilean Barney Papa. The child is young to know who the father is, especially when the father of the child is not a husband but a father.
Now, when I catch from say, Aaron Nene Papa, who told them when I catch from?
They want to know their father, but me make say
they want to know their capacity as who and who.
As
and you're going to say, yeah,
even Omabo want to know. But the future of every child is determined by the mother. So Miss Bell gave a very responsible man access to have the child with. So it was stage be information ma bofrebia. Okay. So changes as we grow. 20 years. What me go school dem. One for education serious no. And few bia if you ma me papa. We cannot hold the school responsible. Charity begins at home, not in school.
But last week we explained say ni mami ye ni very best.
Then what she is, she's a product of the best friend.
Hey. But
where the best friend is who and who?
Who say ni mami?
She did her. No, I mean you didn't hear. I said the mother did her very best to make sure Majua stays in school.
But who born who?
You
see, that is our problem. We are not holding people responsible for their nonsense.
And in that stage, no one yet dang.
This child is a make or break.
On the boarding school or see on now.
So at the end of the day, you see, charity doesn't begin in any campus. It begins at home.
But why no day students or see after first break on
it takes a village to raise a child. The mistake in Ghana now is when we give rights to children.
Well, but it has happened already.
Okay, so at the end of the day, lucky enough for your bar, she's not an asset.
What does that mean?
Naturally, she's a family liability.
Are you not sounding as a sexist this morning?
Well, I can't even be sounding as any other title.
Is it not insulting to my in general say on your asset or
well,
liability?
In Ghana, when we started send a girl child to school is a stagnant life now.
Wouldn't him say all the people I've worked with, it was a woman who paid me the most?
Don't worry.
Into so see or ye
no, you have no problem.
Who's on your asset?
When a woman achieves, I am not against it. But when a woman achieves more than a man, I'm against it because the woman will suffer. The breadwinner, the bread eater, who needs support? The breadwinner and the bread eater, who needs support?
Many times the women are the breadwinners.
But how can a woman become a breadwinner? She's a bread eater.
Let's come back to Majua.
So that is where Majua is. She's a bread eater. She is not a breadwinner.
And her main song, no, or she's singing about jokey.
Thank you. Because a woman must enjoy what God has given. You are created to come and enjoy. They are not created to come and work. But the issue is, say, Opa Party say Laban onima wo a wo man kwa. Ebusua ne bre.
Onima wo say look for silence. This morning why a hyper crow. When the catcher says wo oba wo nima wo.
O say
when the catcher says obi wo oba nipa no onima.
Because women are not the continuation of procreation. They are the end of procreation.
So can men alone procreate?
So they were created. They were men were created. Women were made for men.
Can a man alone procreate?
That is why God knew that we can't be alone. He brought them.
So we need them to procreate.
Their purpose is for marriage. Nothing else.
Jesus Christ. Lutros, you are living in 1902.
No, in the 02s, this is what we are speaking now in 2021.
Yanko your name.
Enima yakwa ni senti say Majua asori enne. No si wanko suku.
Wanko ni ji okoye.
Meko school no.
Oko school no de F ba fie. Why ade? Say wa send mama ni papa sika. Una ase send mama ya hu bia say akra we be nya education. Meti ase. But obi ntumi obi yebu baby say de wo kwase aba ne hu nya hi ti say de wo kwase aba da abeka say sansam na yɛka no nyinaa ɛyɛ act of laziness, but structures na yɛ raise no time a yɛyɛ si so no Majua ntumi nko school ka so bɛpɔn half day. Not in the educational system. Even when we didn't have people called counselors on the campus. Masa
na se me si ma pon se ma pon
abam ye be chinwe fi baby a fi ba ye no e the why scapegoat. Oh my God. About Gwabo no feel like there's nothing called human rights. There's something called cane rights. My God.
Say me see first break my point.
After break I feel roll call your classroom.
But look for it. Say what Maran say to me was school.
You need to tell the headmaster to give you permission to be able to discipline the child.
No.
Bible says foolishness is born in the heart of a child. The rod of correction will remove it. In my house.
I know the Bible. I know the Bible. But GS regulations and
you don't must
sit to be to me.
But in the monarchy of the Queen, in the monarchy of the Queen of England, the children are going through corporal punishment.
Oh, yeah, England. But
you are colonized by who? People. Your colonial masters are who?
The Brits.
Thank you very much. So if they are practicing corporal punishment, Trasidine, Femagana Koto,
this low patch say, Adia and Quadra, I mean, like his, and there are many people like that. Or bet to me at time or no pese on pon was school. No, who will say because discipline being nihobium.
She doesn't have a parent.
Now one of the things they say.
No, she doesn't have a parent.
Was she was she bought from Kingsway?
No, and she's more or less like a toy.
Toy?
Who
and then the battery anymore.
I mean put in a battery. Okay. And all you do because me call me baba
no trim because who can't you know to say.
No, typical example.
Who can't to say.
Me baba no go school. Me call mo campus e wo was. Me do any in the picture atare ho. Me ba the picture. And I'm say
and I want winning award.
That's what I asked. So I went to ask and I do to ask and say, oh, obeka bi wo fie ba o ka che ne maame antimi anspe na nkyere me ba no oni maame na kasa na me tie bi.
Me like last moment then no me kan.
You see, 300 Ghana cedis. Lunch time in an envelope.
Okay.
Or fire, the first thing is rush to go and give it to the headmistress.
Okay.
Lo and behold, ne headmistress in sika wa ko yi a ko so na ade so ya ade.
Okay.
And out of what the card. So they were shocked. And they see why ade. And I even say the reason why she will take the money is because she has nowhere to spend it.
She has nowhere to spend.
My daughter cannot wear anything that was not given to her by us.
How old is your daughter?
My daughter right now she's 18 now.
I mean, by then, how old was she?
She was 16.
Okay.
But time on no GSS, no. Or didn't baby na teacher be chair and watch. She returned the watch.
Then, yeah.
She doesn't need it.
That's what I can try to say. Teacher na the chair.
No, she doesn't need it. Don't give my children what they don't need. My daughter is 18. She doesn't move her phone because Obi and friend.
Oh yeah, adults.
Obi and friend. One and friend.
Na down for four.
Adam for 4. My friend academy. Mushia was coming in come upon our fee.
Nine, what do you mean? 18-year-old girl no more was Snapchat.
Oh yeah, there was snap.
Why you on 90 say KK? Be no more
snappy wine.
Oh, snap on one now.
She doesn't even need to pick my call. When she gets home, the landline is there. I talk to her if it's necessary. You see, the regimental orders that will make their future better is what the devil has taken from us in the name of
okay,
rights.
almost some more arguments na say they are calling is talent, music, passion, creative arts. Into most school no. I mean, the distance at a house flies and pulling grains from the anther to the stigma of a flower and surface tensions.
May I say, because Onim say your friend broadening the horizon and the brain.
Even she needs to broaden her horizon and brain in an area she used to make money.
She's
music, full
she's
stop.
limited in creativity. Let me tell you why. If you see my CV, I look weird.
Now look right now, I won't teach you.
Kafra. Say Miss Sylvia, weird.
And yes, even no, but wouldn't the was so bad.
Because Monsieur Bibia, Adentia, Bibia, because you be an ebia dream. 18 a Ghana hand any counselor be your followers. Choose the best counselor. Come on, here.
Oh, they were
2 years of studying the Quran. That is not common to a pastor. 3 years of studying fetishism.
Say yeah, who they was studying fetishism? Now no, Joe no so Obama Obiajo so want to mean you who they be a master
cemetery after 9 won't go.
Answer na come church abedun so go no just say
what's on nana dey mo boy so for odun so a ebe cover but dem can say nyame bi wa yesu aye no anye ti say bia yesu because of
ABC
but utie lyrical content of some people our musicians are you see the difference between those who drop out from school and they are struggling to have content obia wa kosuku de ye kire no fine x nyansen ni mumpo no. It gives you broadening of horizon and thinking. You are not myopic in your mind. It is how catch them say I have a talent. I have a dream. Your dream must be nurtured through education because the conduit to let your dream be known is through education now. So you can't tell me that I have a talent.
At that time, you know, I've had the basics. Monsieur, they will say, Monsieur, and this is what I want to pursue.
If you
do, I will say, Monsieur,
that is a question that was coming.
Basics now.
So we'll see basics. What do you mean by basics?
You need to learn how to read them, right? I was say, to me, in someone, or be beside someone, you have to be eloquent. I was say, who's saying, I only Pakubeka.
And see what part say, where's your literacy and numeracy skills?
Yes.
And then 19 now go school.
And no. I want this music. I want to do music. In some way,
so musicians
don't go school. Men can musicians go school. It's no be and I make say I feel say now we want to do something. No, I was say my and say be a special class.
What school? Also now you're entertainment prefect. So whatever talent you had in you within the educational structure, no, yes, structure send whatever is in you is exhibited there, but still add your education. So you fail yourself. You have failed yourself. And now that you are regretting want to go back to school, you should go now at 20. Because when you hit 30, you become more useless in class and not useful.
I'll go.
Because you see,
I'll go back to school.
You meet, I went to a village and I'm telling you, Halifax. The first 20 young girls I met, too beautiful to behold as human beings.
Okay,
none of them are educated. And each of them had 2 children, 1 child, and unfortunately, I was not having problem with Nkwala no, I don't have a problem. But they didn't determine the future of the children, so they gave useless young boys problem. And Nkwala papa no nyemo warning you bedding.
Emma wine.
Emma Nkwala.
Ha, papa no ye bed man kwada no rather.
Because
enya kwada na ye bed man papa.
No. Otiwe. Obetuma ye say abem onko ni school. Obetuma she obi to say me de me ho, me wo me sika. Na me na wo. Nothing again. Then we are seeing. She will get whatever she want because of the child.
So no best me is in the talent. Na wenya ne sika.
Ondu baby ah.
Oh,
Mami explaining chiro.
Who be a on-call schooler? Wa employ mu am wo me PhD ne mu divine one PhD. Yeah.
It has ended. Odim dentia.
Then.
Se sia no mu ma pre mo ho.
Okay.
I build these structures bia. Mama limitation ba for the uneducated. Okwa no ahete. Na obi ato aso ama no. It means that the aka woni mu no entimi mba biu. But say or the education ka ho. Look at Azuma Nelson. Professor Azuma Nelson. A boxer of a kind that yenya biu. After the boxing career no, he is more powerful and more eloquent than when he was doing boxing.
Omo Azuma ni omutina class no. Omo cool school nya doctor when no. Omo ahina ene omo wo.
O sika so mu nyina omo ko Hall of Fame. It's true. But that is then.
Into Patrick says time no trim.
Oh my God, now.
And now Lord Ross won't this Koku asi crass
can make it.
Yeah.
Make say or you bet the Americans odu baby ya build a structure now my education abeye another sea that you need to break through with it.
Into Patrick, despite your talent, education is a prerequisite today.
We have made it.
Is it negotiable?
Yes, it is. But not however, but your medium of negotiation can cause you to lose your talent.
May.
Can. I didn't say may.
Wow.
Can. Because one say
can, no one can say sha.
Mama a lot of mama.
So what is not sha?
No, mama a lot of evidence here on your interview panel.
Well, because what can say Abraham can person no so here na yanko.
See I work so we go school. But any by force.
Now look for school
20 years.
Like she can still make it without even the education, because where she's gotten to know, at least as she said no communication, she can read and write. So
yes.
When a contract,
so she's educated.
She is in a way. She's
educated but not employable.
No, as you said, we have people who does not read and write.
Yes, but she's educated but not employable.
Because she wants to be a self-entrepreneur or person or employ
by who?
By herself.
Yes,
you don't employ. No, you don't employ yourself.
Even if you don't, she can even sit somewhere. What she's even doing now, she can even do it somewhere.
No, but she's not employable.
Stress or beyond me from the dream.
Yes.
I know beyond me from the dream. We bet from the dream.
Then
Ejuma bebe.
Ebi ni the bomb you know a bit my.
Ejuma bebe. Ejuma bebe.
That bomb you know.
But Ejuma.
To say. The Lutros patron say, "Want to mean nya Ejuma beyond SHS graduates."
SHS certificate.
What be nenso?
I'm talking about the entertainment sector because me when I'm arguing me.
Now compare them all.
Never be on my bet me aye.
This is day.
As a host, bet me a host. Baby
Debbie. One say. That is why we want to say
yeah, host show young school.
Really?
Sorry. Anyway, we
Halifax so can grab back one mu hold you to it.
What is it? If you imagine call.
On can say education is not important.
Yes, she said that.
And in her stage now she wants to go back to school. She has regretted not educating herself properly. She has the fundamentals, but she has regretted not completing. Because young girl I was to 20 years what the kawasha ninsa what dress it to match what share anklet 9 na brabo nyina aye say we are seeing nyina wie ye ne de ohye.
Is it because of the anklets? Because many minister be on so share anklet 9
obia o share anklet bia onko ye enhwehwemu say anklet a shawo for symbol. Quote me everywhere.
And your
because I see slaves o share sa mana
me say a shower for symbol
and your authority and the authority of that quotation is
from the beginning the symbol of calling markets for women in prostitutional era was anklet.
Times have changed, Lutro.
Nothing has changed. It is still a male. So you see, the problem you have is that there are things you are calling fashion. There are things you are calling fashion, but you don't know the fundamental enactment of the thing.
Not say with time at
right now, nobody cares whether I show for the show. So far as I feel it is nice, and I want to put it on.
No, I don't argue with people like you. You see, children like you. When you come on set, I don't get worried. When the Shay was sitting here, She didn't take what I said. Now she's taking it. It is better for you to take it now. Work on it, than to get to a stage where it is useless and no more useful. Because when nyame born now who time difficult to enter into places. Papa be catch me so person wo na yiri person
look for that now kan nyame born wa
o si na mbo na ho ya time unti me wia baby
wo me ne we interview said be me be masu because who can
let me lose attention lose product
me penny for bebre wo my woman omo hu shedan
and no me see ohun otan ti ni and you say hu sheda enye fe so you nipa ne hu otan ti say lay our bible mu bible say nyankopon bo mba mienu lay labamba ba ko ya Rachel na ne hu ofe ba ko ya
beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder.
Beauty is a public provocation. Obia beka wasem Halifax sorry
ko wenim
me da so ko etiti ba papa ne say obeso wo eno ka say awo no be wo no opo ba ne ho ye fe if you say ne ba ne wie school mpo a na ho fe no then be ko and I thought of it makes a lot of sense
na say we ne ho fe
to we wura baby. But ebe offending me ko baby o your bent me see the entire me see education no enye too much important like or your bear man ka the men wo here no ofia no ko form but your bent no it doesn't really bother me too much.
And after the Benjin conference, no, the importance of a woman attending education is just like a man attending education.
That is an error on the sun and under the surface of the moon. It can never be the same. I don't menstruate. I don't have mood swings 24/7. When you give me a call, Charlie, Friday, and I arrangement quickly, no afi, me menstruating Kobana, me.
How does that become a setback to women? Or about to me, save you. About to me, I see who you know, said yourself.
I mean, the other shadow, but menstrual cramps and mood swings makes you get irritated easily, and it's part of the nature.
Well, this man has a way of speaking some irritating truths. I mean, Majua, yes, after secondary school, no, modern say we call media school.
Yeah.
Now go ahead because why you say school and who said that here? So why were you going to media school then?
Me say I was offering media arts. Me
media arts. Now they go ahead then.
Say the media sector.
Okay. See. Obibe Philly said time I was secondary school no. Yes, history about Ajambuja and the pyramids of King Pharaoh and King Khufu and na enya wo de no. Because ahonya with talent, but media school no dear specifically tailored for your talent and your passion. I don't know so want to me focus because I know equation 1 nim GDP nim is this about your talent, your skills, camera handling, voice. Mean said that voice modulation.
Because who person power nyame? Because Obeka say my media school account. It's element me wie it's also do ya be ko ho o de personal yanko o de
David answer means inti odrewo oba himma David
Halifax, the young girl is giving you a signal that she has regretted not going to school for.
Yes, but I wanted to know why she also couldn't focus on a school that was specifically made for her talent.
Because she's never met me. Now she has met me.
Okay, once after I'm a papa
Lutrot, we are counselor.
Yes.
When them says if you don't enter to get where the problem is, ever since Sibium.
Yes.
Can we know why Ebano what she loves to do? Voice modulation, singing, music arrangement, media issues, and so still on to me in our classroom.
Because our structure has not been made for such things.
Sir,
yeah.
The
educational standard now your cream will Ghana. It doesn't identify talent to model talent.
She was in a media school specifically for her talent.
She entered into the media school with the wrong mentality.
What was that mentality?
She didn't have counseling, career guardian counseling, because I saw who baby a woko, baby a ufi, need the obey ye edia ko baby a besa woko. So what must say Halifax? Say maybe say I'm a musician. School ben I'm a my musician. Maybe say I'm a TV host. School ben I'm a my TV host because Ghana the first journalist of the year, did winning. Majority of the people are loud and very performing in a media landscape, morning show, drive time, and most of them they go to school of journalism. Are you aware?
Facts.
They are using it as a stepping stone and they won the media personality of the year.
They came in from other professions.
So they came in from other professions and then they ended up on radio and their talent was moving them.
Yeah.
But they were paid according to their first degree. Some are paid huge sums of money.
Yeah.
And the woman say structure ni niwa ema yebre. Enti na yenye structure na yekura no. Epeso bia benya ni basic qualification. Na ye stepping stone. Se say ye won nurses omaka. They didn't go to do nursing. They just wanted to step as a stone to get somewhere.
Yes.
There are people who went into, who are journalists. Because one should have a lawyer very soon. Because every journalist want to end up being the law.
Because many of them what do you call them? Diploma with GIG.
Thank you. You see where the thing is.
My infam briefly into Lutrot. Nikrakran say Mapon creative art for omo school. But mo feel say school we cry and who said down here. Because me via me ko tunyum and I me ko ye movie. They
can do both.
They can do both.
Because creative industry is a talent. It's a talent we have in us.
No more Phyllis our talent, the history of Ghana in here, the types of governments. I feel no kosia oligarchy ni aristocracy ni. How they go here? That is
it. Broadens your mind and
na broaden na not ya den.
Na ama watch nyansanyom
about oligarchy and aristocracy.
Yes, because usia oligarchy and aristocracy no be hutuma control chance na se tafrimu. Chance na se tafrimu. Scope patomana. Mo se usua. Ema wo trotro nyama Ghana fonti ase bombe jatum.
Lotrot. Helen.
Yes.
Say happen.
Oh, yeah, poor but in your car no dey say ne kwan so initially na yan kasa no. Na you feel say you can do it on your own. You go school. But emre akwenim isisan aba. So at least we need the education the big you have to start somewhere. We are then you branch to NAFTI, you branch to those kind of school now, media.
Na wa jai Mike no kasa go baby foforo.
Mike na make
us na matom abusi afie. No dey kan wasen.
So me can say na initially na sanet here you can play your football without even education. So you have an
Are you fine now? Okay. I think something went wrong there. Your song, Jokey.
Yeah.
Can you give me an a cappella version of that song? Okay, maybe. Bosco, cue this girl for me. Where's the song?
Jokey de jokey joke, jokey de jokey de jokey joke, jokey de jokey joke, jokey de jokey de jokey joke. Shabi maga don't pay, you don't get see a lot to see body packaging. You not pay, you not go touch you. See body talks, or flex on, money talks, you get touch. Okpa, onyoko, okpa. onyoko, jokey de jokey joke, jokey de jokey de jokey joke, joke joke, jokey de jokey joke, jokey de jokey de jokey joke, joke joke, jokey de jokey joke, jokey de jokey de jokey joke, joke joke. And I've been told how. One question, make I ask you one question. Chairman, meaning on it, meaning all you want help me. See my eyes, a vex pass, drop alert, more boiling, no money, don't call me, no darling, lady war, jokey de jokey, hey jokey de jokey de jokey.
And then the smile dry. And you are saying the song, when you find it, if I say.
Oh, baby, Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, Audio Markets everywhere.
Madra, Facebook, how is your name on Facebook? Because me sure I'm not who.
It's Majwa, Maadwoa.
Majwa. Is that the only Majwa on Facebook? How can we say we would you know?
It's not, but that's the spelling. Picture, baba.
See a picture Ben Edaho.
But your picture Ben Edaho. Do I? The brown. I'm in a yellow top with braids.
Yellow top braids, yeah. Majwa on Facebook. Now Instagram, so
Instagram is ma_adwoa with a triple A's.
ma_adwoa by Adwoa no A no ye miensa.
Yes, please.
I see. And see, what would you tell your fans? I mean, or more do or more support you, or people who have listened to you today and they just want to start to follow you?
Okay, I would say Eneankasano session was massive. I've got to learn a lot of things. And first, me bahano. Okacha me say ma be sham papa hano. I was like, yeah, me. So you see, manda shebeni menda me to me that because me just me kata me na me yam shebe. I dey beche me ba be sham papa hano. So I have to be well mannered, well behaved, well dressed. That me ba be shiano. And like you were saying, no, I would urge all of them to keep on streaming my songs. They should listen to me and then they should expect more because there's more to come. When the film, it's a vibely song. Jokey is a vibely song. I've always been saying it. Instead of the film now will be ultimately had to be. It's just a vibely song. But then we are working on new projects and then I can't wait to unleash them now. Will be ultimately TV.
Into school and dabe no be shazie.
My name Papa Beka was that. You be fadging.
That
is it. I'm not gonna say you go to school.
Counselor.
Yes.
Medasi.
Well, Halifax, Miss Medasi, pa. At least this is to all of us at your school who are talent, who are vision, no matter what. But more than the basics that are important, the informal and both the formal, and this also to parents. Akolebia dachino ejina parents na so. Obi ntimi ntwa de man in send 10. But modern na makora nya the basic education. They say free pa. Let's take advantage of the free SHS, free FQ. BBI is free. And say want to nya basic SHS na mo kan from the beginning na. Ene hu fast for. Ba we hu fast for later. Enkanka boys. If you have a daughter and a son and your son refused to go to school, beat the hell out of him to go to school and leave your daughter alone. 0277 609 644 0277 609 644. Abrabo ye boy.
His name is Councillor Lutrot. I know what you know Frima on young quite once I was born in Namadie. Na ginger no so still auto. Councillor Medas be Meda Madras and me in your opinion Helen Omabo. Ono dio ya mame. So when it comes to interviewing young girls and Waye Yikakara. Production team was headed by Gloria Obia, David the Noto Pablo, and DJ Bosqua Onji Payo Nenso Oji Asida. Nyame Yadoma will meet on Monday with another interesting edition. But the song for this weekend is Jokey by Majwa. Mumayin supporting. Very beautiful girl, very adorable girl. I'm out of here, crossing to Peace 104.34.